Well, hello, Pat Moss. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. It is Thankful Tuesday, or Terrific Tuesday, as some like to say. It'll be more terrific when you get in here. So I'm waiting. Pat and I are waiting patiently. I'm not waiting by myself. So you guys come on in and join us. And just sharing it out to a few places. Oh, I didn't mean to share it there. Oops. Anyway, that's enough of that. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Andrea, good morning. Brookie, oh, Brookie, I'm so glad you're here this morning. And how is everybody? How's our little Max? Is he letting you get some sleep? I hope. Good morning, Kathy Hand. Ooh, you got snow today and you're going to work. Well, I hope that means you're feeling better. How are you doing? Do a little check-in here, everybody. Oh, wonderful. We have our Leo in the house. Good morning, Leo. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Catherine Kovacs, good morning. Get one more sip of my coffee in. And let's go into our hearts. You got a nice long nap yesterday. Yay, and a full night. Thank you, Max, for letting Mama sleep. I'm so happy about that. So let's go into our hearts. Hand on your heart space and slow down the breathing. Breathe in slowly and out slowly. Slow everything down. Breathe in again and add in some love this time. Who do you love? Bring it into your heart and hold that person or that animal or that place deep in your heart as you do the heart-brain coherence. And then, as our Marietta has taught us, smile. Put a smile on your face because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy. So when you're smiling at yourself first. Give yourself some love. Self first is not selfish. I said that yesterday to a couple of people, I think. And then just love. Just let love ooze out of you into the world. And Robin Waters Dykes has come in, or Auntie Jean, or Deirdre, and Stacy's with us. Good morning, Stacy Small Lord. Annie Seven. Hello, hello, wonderful people. Thank you for being here this morning. It's a great day to have a great day, isn't it? What a beautiful, beautiful group we have this morning. Thank you for being here. So do your little check-in. We did it yesterday. How you doing on that scale of 0 to 10? Where are you? What's your number today? And I think I'm pretty much about the same as I was yesterday. I think I'm an 8 today. So I'll stick with that. You're grateful for the beautiful snow. I bet it is beautiful. And I'm wondering if our Dr. Ruth Anderson got to go home. She was stuck in Florida because of a snowstorm happening back home in Colorado. And I haven't heard if she got on the plane or not. But let's pray for travel prayers for anybody traveling through this stuff. Ooh, Catherine, you're a 2. Well, let's raise that up. Let's get you up higher than a 2, darling. And today's a beautiful day to go get. It's a 9. Oh, I'm so happy, Stacy. Yes, raise that vibration. Deirdre's still a 9. Awesome. And here comes our blue. Let's see what number our blue is at this morning. So check in. How's everybody doing? Rukmini, good morning to you. And Auntie Jean, you're a 7.5. Oh, that is awesome. I think that's awesome. Raise it up there. And let's get everybody up to a 10 today. And you're typing while cooking. Oh, Brookie's a 9. Yay. Leo's 11 out of 10. I love that. And so awesome to hear all of these reports that you all are doing amazing. Andrea's a 9. And Brookie feeling much more divine today. Awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what's going on? It's Tuesday. It's terrific Tuesday. Did anybody hear from our Mama Hada Bear after she had her surgery? I did send her a little check-in to see how it went and how she's doing. So I don't know if she's going to jump on here this morning and let us know how she's doing, but I hope so. And Robin is an 8. Wonderful. You're right up there with me. Yeah, I can't wait for it to be a 10 for me. It's a 10 on everything except the physical, but that's okay because I keep pouring love into it and keep pouring intention that I am doing amazingly well, which I really am. Just one little thing to take care of, and I'm going to stop focusing on it and raise my vibration up to a 10. And Blue, ta-da, is a 10. Of course you are. Annie, I'm fixing my coffee, about to be a 10. Well, cheers to you with that coffee in your hand. And everyone that's got whatever you're drinking, whatever is your cuppa in the morning time, cheers to you. So, what kind of day is it? What's going on today? We have the pea pod today. Today at 5 o'clock Eastern Time, I'll have Penny Lee on with me. And Penny's been a guest in the past. She's also a student in my 3-month course, which I just love having her energy in there. Catherine, you want to be a 10? Well, stick around, because most mornings what we're finding is when you come in here and you're at a 2, like you're reporting that you are, you at least raise up quite a bit in the vibration because of all the love. This is a place to come and be loved. So that desire to be a 10, that's the starting point. Raise it up there. Kathy Hand, you're a 6 driving in the snow. Well, we're sending the angels to be with you as you drive in that snow and praying for your safety along the way. And Grayson has Annie baking him cookies for breakfast. Yay, what a great breakfast. And Pat Moss, you don't have any idea? Well, just do a check-in. Just do a little scan of your body, what's going on physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and then just kind of get a feel for how you're doing. And let's raise it as high as we can raise it while you're here with us today. Julie Kiss, I'm so glad you're here. And yes, isn't it great that some people that live in those cold temperatures have seat warmers? That was always my deal when I was in cold weather. It's like, I don't want to get in that car because I know how cold it's going to be inside. So I always wanted one of the cars that you could start before you get in it and it would warm up the car for you. That didn't happen, but I don't really need it because I'm in the cold so little these days. And I told the angels, can I please stay out of the cold weather, at least for a while? All right, so do I want to read the message? You know, the message was kind of intense last night. It's called The Big F. I don't know if any of you have read it yet, but let me see. All right, The Big F. There is no, quote, way to peace. There is only peace. And that's Mahatma Gandhi. According to Dolores Cannon, there are 2 F words we have to deal with in order to ascend with the new earth frequency: forgiveness and fear. In my humble opinion, I believe that fear is the easiest of these to relinquish. There are a few things in my own life that I quote fear, and I'm working on bringing the number to 0. I dislike the feeling of being afraid, and I have found that the more I understand something, the less I fear it. To let go of that one is totally doable, in my belief. Forgiveness is a different issue, however, whereas fear is a reluctance to take a step forward and trust that everything will be okay. Forgiveness is about shedding the energy that keeps us tethered to someone or something. It's a conscious choice we make to put an end to the cycle of being held back. When we hold on to unforgiveness, we are only hurting ourselves. It's not about anyone else, even when there was another person or persons involved in the situation where the hurt happened. Forgiveness is about our own path and our serenity. Dear angels, there are people who forgive what would seemingly be unforgivable acts against their loved ones. We hear stories all the time about grieving parents who forgive the person responsible for the death of their child. On a human level, this is hard to comprehend. On a spiritual level, however, it makes sense, as holding on to the anger and hurt hinders the healing process for the parents. I think if forgiveness can happen on this level, I can certainly forgive any situation that has happened in my own life. Dear ones, part of what keeps you bogged down and unable to let go of your hurt and anger is that you categorize the situations that occur in your life. You judge certain things to be more important and give them more weight than other, less, quote, serious incidents. We would say to you that just as there is no order in miracles, there is no order in hurt. You will probably disagree with this statement, and that's okay, because you're figuring things out with your life experiences. You may argue that there are heinous crimes that people do to others that are far more serious than more minor infractions. Again, we encourage you to look at the judgments you hold and your ability to separate yourself from the situation at hand. This will not make sense to many of you. You will become angry and disagree with the message. Bravo! That is the beginning step of your journey to freedom. In your passion lies your purpose. When you can figure out why you become passionate about something, you are on your way to understanding it more fully. Look at why you believe the way you do. Who told you to believe that way? Go back to your beginning, even past this very lifetime that you are living in currently, and see what your soul is telling you. When did you become a judge over others? Are there others? Is what you are witnessing just a play to reveal your own inner being? Dear ones, if you are still reading these words, you are well on your way to self-discovery and opening up to deeper understanding of yourself. Look inside, and you will realize that there is nothing to be forgiven, nothing to fix, and nothing to judge. There is only love. Everything else is just a lesson to bring you back to this reality. Dear angels, today I promise to set aside all judgments of others and allow myself to experience the freedom that comes with forgiveness. That was a tough one. That was a tough lesson. And yeah, even when I was channeling it in, I'm shaking my head and I'm going, what? What are you talking about, angels? And yeah, it was quite intense. And they already stated in there, we're probably going to say, no, that's not true. That's not right. Because we believe, so many believe, that there is an order. There is a hierarchy in the things that happen and the things that we see as right or wrong. And even that's a judgment of being right or wrong. Okay, so what does Kuan Yin have to say about all of that? Oh, Catherine Kovacs. Hold on to that, darling. Hold on to all the wins. Every time you have a win, every time you have something that makes you feel so good and something happens in your life, hold on to it and let that raise your vibration to more than a 2. Let's get you way up there today. Isabel, good morning. And Kathy has all the bells and whistles. I'm so glad that you do. And Auntie Jean says, my daughter has a seat warmer. I thought that was funny until this winter. I know, you've got some cold weather going on there, don't you? So what does Kuan Yin have to say about this angel message? It's never too late. If you have forgotten who you are, know that your true self has not gone away and never will. Underneath every layer of conditioning, under all twisting and turning and trying to fit into some shape to please others, your true self remains true, ready and waiting to rise up in original gorgeousness and glory. It is never too late for you to choose to be you. Absolutely. Jean, I long for the day when we need no forgiveness because there is no judgment. Yeah, me too, Jean. Yeah, I think though that as long as we're on the earth in this human bodysuit, we're going to have that at least a little bit of judging others. And I think that's what we strive for a lot as light workers, is how do I move beyond that? And like Sharon Rhea says, no judgment, just love. Just love. Just let that be what is guiding you, what's moving you, is that the love and the desire to have only love in your life as what's guiding you. And then we step more away from the judgments and seeing each other as equal. That's a big part of it. When we judge that somebody is wrong or right, we're not seeing them as equal. And we're not realizing that that's us. When we're looking at something, we're looking at ourselves. That was the big message from the angels. We're looking at ourselves and we're judging ourselves when we're doing this. So a message from the tiny book. Anybody? I have been working on that Midnight Calls book, I want you to know. And I'm trying to set aside some time every day so I can get it done and get it out there so you'll have it in your hands. I can't wait for that. But, Grammarly keeps telling me that this needs to be corrected and that needs to be corrected. So I'm working on it, you guys. Page 64, Catherine says, when each of you strive to create a world that works for all, then peace will prevail. It is up to you to make that path so others can join you in walking on it. It is. It's what's inside of us. Peace begins inside. It's an inside job. So make a decision, make a choice every day to make that peace happen in your life. Annie's here in page 9. So let's go there and it opened right up to it. We must have done this page a lot. Dear ones, does it change what is in your now moment if you go into blame, shame, and guilt? We know this is not an easy lesson for you. We know that you try to make it make sense, and sometimes it just doesn't. So true. we try to mold it, don't we? We try to mold the things that happen into what we can perceive, but sometimes it's totally out of the box. And sometimes we look at things that are going on and it overwhelms us, or we turn away from it because we can't stand to look at it. We can't go into that energy of stepping away and observing. We just have to turn away and turn our backs to it. And that happens a lot. That really does happen a lot in our society, that things keep going on, things keep prevailing, and we're not sending love into it. We're just ignoring it. Ignoring doesn't help any situation. Page 84 from Kathy Hand, going to the back of the book. We don't go there very often. Let's see what it says. Oh, this has some really good stuff on it, Kathy. I think I'm going to read a few of these. Love life unapologetically and with free abandon. I love that one. And dear ones, you are a wonderful creation made on purpose by God. Everything in your life happens for you. Nothing is by accident. It is your divine calling to listen to your heart and expand fully to your divine authenticity. I'm just going to keep reading them because they're all so good. There are no accidents or coincidences. If a loved one is seemingly struggling or having a difficult time in their life, it is not your responsibility to try to fix them. They are living out their own lessons. And that goes right along with what the angels said. I think it was the last paragraph. Let me get back to it. Look inside and you will realize that there is nothing to be forgiven, nothing to fix, and nothing to judge. There is only love. Everything else is just a lesson to bring you back to this reality. Wow, we came full circle with that, didn't we? But what beautiful messages, what awesome messages, especially from one of the last pages in this tiny book that came out last year, and excited to have the one put together for this year. Julie, please prayers for Uncle Tony. He was doing so well. He got home and now he fell down concrete stairs. He's in the hospital in the ICU and now blood in the brain. Oh, sweetheart. Let's definitely keep your Uncle Tony in our prayers. I think he's on our big prayer list. But yeah, that's a tough one. And my heart hurts for that situation. So put up here, type in your prayer requests if others have requests as well. And we'll get to our prayers in just a moment. Oh, you're welcome, Catherine Kovacs and Kathy Hand. It means a lot. Yeah, those were really great messages. I would tag that page if you all have a bookmark or some way or a highlighter. Page 84 is a really good page to find those messages. You're welcome, Julie. Page 24, Isabel wants, before we go into our prayers. So let's go there. Isabel, so glad you're here with us. There's our mama, Mama Hada Bear. How are you doing? We were just inquiring if anyone had heard from you to see how you're doing today, sweetheart. And we all were lifting you up during that surgery. And what a miracle. They moved it up and you were able to get it done earlier in the day. So I hope that means that you woke up this morning doing really, really good. So please check in and let us know how you are. And I'm going to page 25 4. Holding on to a belief just because it is the way things have always been done and how they are without examining the thought process, sorting through and asking if it still fits you is the same as filling that junk drawer full of things and ignoring the somewhat annoying thought that you can let it go. It is in the letting go that you find freedom. Yeah, that goes along with last night's message as well. When we hold on, we don't know why we're holding on to a belief. A lot of times we think a certain way and we're like, why did I believe that? Why did I think that way? And examining our beliefs and our concepts that give us the freedom to let it go. So thank you. Thank you for choosing that one, Isabel. And we'll do one more, which Robin Waters Dykes. Hello. Robin wants page 20. So we'll go there. And thank you, Julie, praying for all prayers and healing for all in need. Thank you. And Auntie Jean is putting Uncle Tony in the grid. And yes, they can go in multiple times, especially when there's something going on, such as this. And we certainly want to lift up Tony and the whole family for what's happening there. And Kathleen says, can't get to the follow-up because of snow this morning. This eye has not been as easy as the left, but I know each eye is different. Well, we are just going to keep sending love into that eye, and we're going to allow it to do what it's going to do, which is to heal. So claim it, stand in your divine authenticity, and just claim that perfect healing for yourself. All right, so page 20 for Robin Waters Dykes. These messages just keep going along with what the angel said last night. So I think because they thought we would have a hard time receiving that message, they're going to just keep telling us. Get out of the right versus wrong, me versus you mentality. Turn off the snooze button. Rise up out of the slumber and listen to each other, but most of all, listen to God. Excuses will always be there for anyone who chooses to use them. What's your choice? It is a choice, right? It's a choice to say, I'm not going to believe that. It's a choice to say, I don't want to believe that, so I'm just not going to listen to it right now. It's a choice to be here or to turn this off and go do something else. We have choices. We have free will in any given moment. We do whatever we're going to do, and then we live with the consequences of our actions and our choices. So thank you to Spirit for guiding the show today, and thank you to the angels for always giving us what we need, not necessarily what we want, right? They always guide us in the way that's for our best and highest good. Okay. I saw Deirdre put in her daily prayer. There we go. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, and support for parents of addicted children. Thank you for that daily prayer, Deirdre. And that is where our heart goes when we send out love to everyone. We have certain projects that are going on and continue to take place. So we keep those prayers lifted up for that. And I was on the phone yesterday for about an hour with this organization called Tech Soup. And if you're not familiar with them, Tech Soup helps nonprofits to get grants and to have certain things at little to no cost. So for some reason, they have not approved our nonprofit angel speakers to be fully able to receive the things that they're offering. And when I ask why, I'm going, well, I can answer questions. What's the problem? And they couldn't even answer that question. So let's pray that they will get that straightened out and will able to benefit as a nonprofit for things like access to grants and to technology, even. Through them, I can get the antivirus for the computer, the things that are needed to keep the computer running, and to technology help. So putting that out there on one of my prayer requests. And yes, Catherine Kovacs, we lift you up every day in the grid. And Catherine, are you doing any better now? Are you better than a 2? I hope it's raised up a little bit for you with your vibration as we send out more and more love. And Julie Kiss says, my wish is that I want to start telling everyone great news. No more bad news, please, please, please. Well, that's how we present it. When we want to tell a different story, we start saying, today I am at the top of my game. Today I'm a 10. Today everything is working perfectly. And I choose to stay in a high vibration no matter what, no matter what's going on around me or with me in my body, in my emotions, in my mental state. I'm choosing to be at a higher vibration. And look at that. Catherine moved up from a 2 to a 6. I love it. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing that. And Kathy, Colin is supposed to head to a rehab today, praying for his best and highest good. Just putting that out there, Kathy. Pray for his best and highest good. And Kathleen, thank you for mentioning TechSoup. We'll pray you get that, and we'll all check it out. Yeah, especially if you have a nonprofit, it's one amazing resource that we can all benefit from. And I say all because I consider all of you part of Angel Speakers, the nonprofit organization that is dedicated to helping others and to bringing more peace into the world. All right, so let's go into our hearts and remembering all of these that have shared that there are things going on that we can hold up for you, and lifting your loved ones, lifting you, putting you in the circle, and those that are traveling, lifting up travel prayers for everyone on the road. So let's just breathe into our hearts right now. Breathe in love and breathe out love. Breathe in peace and breathe out peace. Breathe in joy. Let joy fill your heart so that it goes to every part of your being. And put that smile on your face as it does so. Smiling at yourself, smiling at the world. It makes all the difference when you change your vibration and lift yourself up. Lift up the corners of your mouth, and that's what's pulling you up into a higher vibration. And let's just focus right now on just being spirit, because we are. We donned these human body suits for a purpose. We came here to learn. We came here for our soul to grow. But this is not us. This doesn't define us. Just like we talked yesterday about, we are not the experience that we're having. That's just a part of who we are. If you want to fully get in touch with yourself, go back to your core. Go back to who you were before the world told you who to be. Go back to that, to the very source of you, which is spirit. And we forget that a lot when we have a body part that hurts, when we have something that's not living up to its expectation. We have to go through surgery or treatment of some sort. When we have people that are disappointing us and letting us down in life, that's expectations. And that comes from a belief, it comes from a concept. So opening up our minds and saying, what is that belief? And am I still invested in believing that way? Is it working for me? Is it working for me to think along a certain way when everything is telling me and showing me that maybe there's something else to look at? Open to possibility. When we stop thinking inside those limits and start going outside the box, that's when we find our freedom. That's when we're able to soar and to really grow in who we are. So let's do that right now. Choose to be unlimited. It is a conscious choice that we're making. So if you choose to think outside the box, to feel outside of those limits that you have put on how to feel, how to believe, how to see, then just say your yes to that. Say, yes, I am open to possibility. Yes, I am open to miracles. Yes, I am open to a different way of doing things. And see if your vibration raises up. Is it raising higher now? Maybe it's even going beyond a 10. That's even a limit that we put. It doesn't have to be 0 to 10. You can be any number that you want. Soar like the eagle. See yourself as that eagle, flying high above everything, looking down with that vision that sees everything else as small. All of the happenings, all the experiences, they don't have to be all consuming. Those fires don't have to burn you completely up. Rise up like the phoenix. Allow your energy to be the best it can be. And let's do that. Let's soar together. And one way that we soar together is through seeing each other, seeing the love that's coming forth from this family to each heart and to the loved ones of everyone here, those who are in need of being lifted up at the moment, lifting you high, whatever's going on in your life. Just jump inside that circle and let us lift you up. And then you're going to find yourself lifting others. As you are lifted, just hold out your hand for the next person that needs to come along to be lifted up higher in vibration. And one of the ways that we lift up is through love and gratitude. And we do this every day. Every day we say, what? Thank you. I love you. That's our message. That's our message out to each other and our message out to the world. They're magical words. So let's type them in there. Good morning, Marietta. I see you. Kathy, you made it to work safely. Praying for the eastern coastline. Suzanne is at work, but they're expecting more snow than you are. Well, let's pray for our Suzanne's safety. Yes, that's an awesome book, Leo, The Untethered Soul. I have it on Kindle, so I always have that one with me. Marietta, smile because spirit magnifies incredible loving energy, and that it does. Well, hello, Christine. How are you doing today? And Robin's going to be traveling, so travel prayers for you, sweet Robin Waters Dykes. The snow passed you in upstate New York. Oh, good. So glad you're not snowed in. And there's our Andrea starting us off with, thank you. I love you. Let's see if I can get Leo cranked up here to play for us. Come on, phone. You can do it. There it is. It was being a little wonky this morning. Thank you, Deirdre. Thank you, Julie Kiss. Thank you, Leo. Thank you for this song. Oh, awesome, Kathleen. Can you share that video, the link to it? Because I'd love to watch it also. Wisdom codes. This is our wisdom code. Thank you. I love you. Kat Moss. She was our first one in here today, the early bird. Full of joy. Oh, Julie, I know. We loved Leo's song. It is our song. Thank you, Brookie. Accept, align, allow. Triple A, y'all. I know, right? Jean and Pat are in a race. I don't know why. One of these days you'll come in together. And we have Deirdre ready for that ending of the song that we all love to cheer in with. Just coming up. Get ready, you guys. What? Oh, Auntie Jean, you stay in trouble. Woo is right. Thank you, Leo. Thank you, everyone, for coming in today. I love you so much. Stay in your hearts. At 1 o'clock today, we have others joining in with the woos. I love it. So at 1 o'clock today, we have 10 million for world peace. Come join us with that. Oh, there we go. There's our Jean joining in with the woos and Robin Waters Dykes. So at 1 o'clock is 10 million for world peace, world meditation. And I believe Marbeth is guiding us today. So jump in here with her. And then at 5 o'clock, come on to the Pea Pod. I'd love to have you on there with your comments, your input. Penny and I will just be having a conversation about balance, how to maintain balance in these days. I think we all need that conversation. And especially, how do we do that by showing some self-love and self-compassion and self-care? So come join with us at 5 o'clock. We'll be back here. Stay in your hearts and stay warm. Those of you that are in those cold temperatures and experiencing the cold weather and the snow right now, my heart goes out to you, and we send you much love and light. Namaste, y'all. Take good care. We'll see you later.